What up everyone, it's your boy Xmanny87 bringing you another Marvel Legends video, and what I have for you today is a blast from the past as we travel back 9 years ago with this 2012 return of Marvel Legends series Terrax the Tamer Baf action figure review. Before we get into everything, if you could please drop a thumbs up like rating, it'll help show your support for my channel and your boy would truly appreciate it. Now, with that said, I'm back to give you that 1-2 punch of the Uncanny X-Man-y story time. Then we'll take a look at the figure. Let's go! Terrax the Tamer first appeared in Fantastic Four issue number 211, titled If This Be Terrax, back in October 1979, and was created by Marv Wolfman and John Byrne. To go over how Tyros aka Terrax became a herald of Galactus, he was originally a dictator on the world of Burge in a small city called Landlock, which he used through his power over Earth and Rock. This caught the attention of Galan, aka Galactus, as he was recruiting a new herald. The Fantastic Four approached Galactus to aid them in their battle against Sphinx. Galactus agreed only in one condition, which would make the Fantastic Four journey to Burge and subdue Tyros for him. Returning the favor reluctantly in doing so, they freed Landlock from Tyros' rule. Brought before Galactus, Tyros was bestowed by the power cosmic from Galactus and was transformed into the newest herald, Terrax the Tamer. Now his power was augmented to the point where he could affect all matter of rock and stone on nearly a planetary scale. Galactus gave Terrax a weapon called the Cosmic Axe, capable of generating waves of cosmic force. Terrax went on to discover more worlds for his master than any of the heralds prior. This made Terrax thrive for conquest as he annihilated many large segments of populations using his cosmic powers. His lack of morality is what Galactus was looking for, which made him a successful herald. However, since the other heralds had a sense of loyalty to Galactus, Terrax had none, as he defied Galactus' wishes on several occasions. During the Herald Ordeal storyline, all the previous heralds of Galactus band together to face Morg and sought the assistance of Terrax. He agreed as long as he got his axe back and released from the distant planet of Pluraris 6, where he was exiled and defeated by Silver Surfer, being left without his axe and form where he could no longer fly through space. The heralds agreed. Terrax fought on the side of the good and betrayed no one. He told Silver Surfer that the help of Galactus is required in order to defeat him. Morg was able to shatter Terrax's axe and defeat him. Against the Surfer's wishes, an infuriated Terrax went on to kill Morg with his own axe after Galactus removed his power cosmic. He was now free to go and kept Morg's axe to replace his own. This was short-lived as Galactus soon resurrected Morg. Morg was enraged that he was missing his axe, so he sought out to retrieve it from Terrax to get his revenge. Morg was able to defeat Terrax this time. In later events, Terrax would be seen fighting alongside the Mad Titan Thanos, which then led to another battle with Morg and defeating him again. Those two really hate each other. For powers and abilities, Terrax has superhuman strength, speed, stamina, agility, reflexes, durability, flight. With Earth manipulation, he can move asteroids and meteors at impeccable velocities to launch at his opponents or use to travel through the cosmos at warp speeds. His cosmic axe has several powers of its own. It is so powerful that he can destroy a single planet with one blow and can also dent a tear in Galactus' ship. With the power cosmic, he can also use it several ways besides manipulating matter and energy. He can fire atomic beams from his eyes that can zigzag and make sharp turns. Think of Darkseid with his Omega beams. He can blast dark energy projectiles from his hands as well as teleportation. In other media, Terrax has appeared in multiple cartoons such as the 90s Fantastic Four animated series, Superhero Squad, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes series finale, Ultimate Spider-Man, then lastly, Hulk and the Agents of Smash. For video games, he was in both the Fantastic Four Flame On and Rise of the Silver Surfer games as a boss battle, Marvel War of Heroes, and Marvel Contest of Champions. For merchandise, he was featured in the vintage Toy Biz 90s Fantastic Four animated series line, a few statues from Bowen Designs, HeroClix, and the popular Marvel Legends line as a Build-A-Figure. Even though Terrax was shortly resurrected after dying in a confrontation with Phoenix, Terrax was later killed off in the Marvel .1 series and has appeared in a total of 283 issues. In 2012, we saw the return of Marvel Legends after a brief hiatus in 2009. In between that time, the focus shifted to the 3-inch Marvel Universe line, so Hasbro stopped doing waves and just released 2-packs with variants until they rebooted the line with waves again. A lot of variants in this wave. The Wave had some hit or miss figures. The attempt was much better than their previous run from 2007 up until this point. So they were closer to getting much better with where we wanted them to be. This figure is one of the best highlights during the dark days of Hasbro. It was highly praised at the time and still holds up till today as they rebooted, or should I say revamped, the line in 2014, the brighter days of Hasbro that became the golden age of Marvel Legends. That's when they started introducing newer and better body molds with more variety in shapes and sizes, better face sculpts, paint for both male and female characters, a wider selection of accessories with alt hands, heads, etc., and most importantly, offering us an array of character selections Toy Biz never gave us with an abundance of first-timers in the line. First, let's take a look at the head sculpt, and this is just beautiful. I love the wash going throughout. It just adds so much detail to his expression. The grin came out so freaking cool. Look at the teeth painted in there too. That is nice. And then you got the silver metallic paint in the eyes. Just makes it pop. And also you got these cracks on the forehead right there on his skin. So, wow. That just looks so good, and the wash just brings it out more. And then you got the baddest steel-like beard on the planet. Look at this freaking beard, man. They knocked it out of the ballpark with this one. Like, his face is just absolutely perfection. Comic book perfection here. And when I was a little kid, for some reason, I always got Terrax and Darkseid mixed up because, man, they looked alike. This guy does look like he's wearing Darkseid's helmet for a beard, so I always got those Darkseid vibes from him. And who do you think has the best steel-like beard? Maybe this Colossus? You know, I could give him a run for his money. Oh, no. Terrax takes that all day. All day, Terrax. I'm going with Terrax on that one. Taking a look at the rest of the body, I feel like this character is close to perfection with the proportion of the character. And this is the first time this body style was introduced. Later on, you would see it on guys like Absorbing Man, Sandman. I believe some of the Wrecking Crew used this body too. I'm not entirely sure, but at least maybe the upper body and the arms. I like how his armor looks like here because it's just one big overlay. Well, actually, this part is separate from the belt, so there's like a port in there. So you could kind of remove it here, maybe just detach this and pop the top piece off, but I'm not gonna do that. I like the blue paint here though. Kind of goes with the skirt, even though this looks a little more metallic. So I kind of wish the blue here was metallic. I do love the painted gold. Oh man, that just looks incredible. See, I like when Hasbro can paint the gold. They have a really nice gold paint, and it even shows from back in the day. Look at the arms, they're just big and buff, and you get that nice wash throughout his skin. So both arms and both legs. Look at that, man. Oh, that looks so freaking beautiful. The gloves are painted on, as you can see the red paint over the gray skin. The only thing I don't like here is that the hands are a glossy kind of paint where it just throws this off. I mean, the light is reflecting nicely here, but when it's not reflecting nicely, you can definitely tell that the hands are very, very shiny. So he has one closed fist and one open hand to grip the Cosmic Axe, which I'll show off later. But yeah, looking at this, I like that the skirt is pliable, so that's really cool. And then you got the legs right here on that ball jointed hip. I don't like the ball jointed hips. I'm not a fan of that. So I hope when they do update this figure, I hope they get rid of this kind of leg joint. However, sometimes the armor pulls down. Like if you pull down the belt, he just crunches forward and he'll stay like that. You know, if you don't mind your Terrax being crouched all the time, you can kind of hide those ball joints with the skirt piece. So as you can see, yeah, it's not too bad. It's covering more on this side than it is this side for some reason. Then looking at the legs, again, that wash on the skin tone is just beautiful. And you get that nice gold paint again. The boots are in red, so they're not painted, it's just a red plastic. Actually, now that I think of it, if they're going to update this Terrax, they could give the legs from the Colossus, which is going to be reused for the AOA Sabretooth. So I hope they can, you know, get rid of that ball joint and use these legs instead. I think that would look dope. Actually, while we're at it, look at the arms here. Ooh, they could even make a Terrax, the truly enlightened version from the universal incursion. Yeah, they could definitely use these arms again for that. So that is really cool. Look at that. I'm here to review one figure and then I'm thinking about another figure. As for accessories, he comes with his signature cosmic axe. And this thing looks good, at least sculpt wise, you know, it's just not painted. Oh, it would have been so beautiful if it was painted. But again, the sculpt is very impressive here. I like these little intricate designs that look Jack Kirby-esque. This does come apart, so you can separate this. I believe the Cosmic Axe came with Hope Summers, which we desperately need an update, so I would really love an update of that figure. To work with some additional accessories, I grabbed this purple lightning effect that I got from the Lightning Collection, Power Rangers, Andromeda, whatever her name is, this Jeffree Star looking chick. It's a dope figure, but you can actually like add this kind of effect or any kind of blast effect, and then putting this on top here, and you can see it kind of just cuts off right there, but you can't tell like it's cut off just because the lightning kind of hides it so well. It really looks like it's coming off the axe. So even though the handle is a little on the small side, well, in the comics he's had the axe small or large. It all depends on the artist's depiction. I really like that the blade is very large, so that's cool. His hand is big enough to grip this thicker handle. And now you got Terrax holding his cosmic axe, and he just looks like a freaking beast. The only thing I wish for that this figure included, and it was kind of hard because he was a Baf and there's only so many pieces they could spread out, is his meteor base that he rides on to travel across the cosmos. That would have been freaking epic. So for now, I just have this SH Figure Arts Ground Impact. Then I just put Darkseid on. Wow, did I just say Darkseid? Fail. Let's just put Terrax on the display stand like that. I think that looks really, really cool. So my prediction is that Hasbro is going to re-release this guy as a deluxe, probably in the retro wave, a deluxe packaging, or if it's regular packaging. I feel like he does need a meteor with a stand. That'd be really cool to get a cosmic effect underneath to hold it, so that you can also put it on Galactus the same way he holds Frankie Ray Nova's effect and Silver Surfer's cosmic flight stand on his hand. So that would be really, really cool if we can do the same for Terrax, if they give us that option. Also, another thing I would like to see, hopefully in a deluxe Terrax, would be a different colored cosmic axe. I do want a regular one like this, but with a better paint job, actually put some paint on it. It would also be cool if they gave us kind of like this translucent cosmic axe to show off his power, or some sort of Kirby Crackle-like effect as an aura for his cosmic axe. I think that would be absolutely amazing, and will take this figure much, much further than its initial release as a Baf. Maybe a translucent cosmic axe in the color of maybe purple or yellow. I think it would just look super cool. This cosmic axe has a nice feel to it. I remember that one time Terrax swung his axe and just split Silver Surfer's board apart. Oh man, that was freaking total awesomeness. Only flaw with this cosmic axe is, well, really not the axe. It's his hand, and it's a little too loose. It gets wobbly, you know. It just, if you're trying to get a nice pose out of him, this is gonna wiggle a lot. And another thing I wish for is that he had an extra open hand, just because I can't pose him dual wielding an axe. And that's something Terrax would normally do. I mean, he's strong enough to wield this one-handed and strike you with it real fast, but like when he can have the two hands, whew, even bigger damage. So it's like I have to pretend that this fist is holding it, and it doesn't look good. Now, to cover articulation for Terrax, his head moves that far up. It's on a ball joint, so not too bad. He looks that far down, left, right. He does have some head tilt since it's on a ball joint, and can kind of rock around a little bit. His arms move that far up, so you can get a nice T-pose out of him. It rotates all around. This armor piece is pliable, so you don't have to worry about any hindering. Shoulder swivel, bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, and you got a wrist swivel, wrist hinge on both hands. His ab crunch moves that far forward, and as you can see, that piece that's attached to the belt and the top piece of the armor does warp, but again, doesn't hinder any articulation. That's as far as that ab crunch will go, and it moves that far back, which is really good. You got a waist swivel. The legs move that far apart, so he can do a full split because of those ball jointed hips. It moves that far up. So the one issue here I hated with this figure was the fact that if you move one leg joint, the other moves. You see that? That is so annoying. So it's like you really got to hold one down and then move it up to kick up. Yeah, that's probably as far as you're going to get. And this one is just really stiff. And if I do the same with the other side, for some reason, this one could kick higher. Oh well. Legs can rock around, thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and no heel to the cosmic butt. It's okay. Still good range. And then you got the calf swivel, and the ankles move up that far, down that low, really good. And the ankle rockers move all around. Now for some comparisons, since I showed off Colossus earlier, might as well bring them in for a full comparison, both measuring at about 8 inches tall. Here is Terrax next to Drax. They fought each other not too long ago, I believe in the Drax series written by CM Punk. Here is Terrax next to a former Herald of Galactus, Silver Surfer, 2018 Walgreens exclusive. Here he is next to our newly released Deluxe Thanos. Here is Terrax next to the Mezco Toys 112 Collective Dark Side. Here is Terrax next to some Fantastic Four villains, the 2014 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Thanos Imperative Blastar, and the retro Doctor Doom. Here he is next to some more Fantastic Four villains, the Super Skrull Build-A-Figure, and the Ronin the Accuser Baf. Lastly, here is Terrax next to the Walgreens exclusives Fantastic Four members. Alright, and now to wrap things up, I looked at 2 different ways on how to rate this, one being how it stacked up with Hasbro Legends figures during its release, the other is how does he hold up with today's Legends. No doubt he still holds strong, so I'd say an 8 out of 10, but at that time, he was a 10 out of 10 for sure. If you still feel he's a 10, then hey, I'm not gonna argue that. Definitely needs a few updates, as you heard me point out throughout the video, to be on par with today's Legends. I do feel the Meteor Glider is a must, thus being a necessary deluxe release. It was great to go back in time to revisit this figure in the hype and celebratory success of the HasLab Galactus. Also hope you liked the video. It's been half a year already since my last review, so I feel very rusty, but I hope I still got it and didn't lose a beat in your eyes. Now I kick it back to you all. What do you think of this Terrax Build-A-Figure? How would you like to see him re-released? Deluxe? Retro? A Herald's multi-pack? What updates would you like to see done, if any? Either way, a re-release will be a win for those who missed out on Terrax, as his value on eBay shot up after Galactus funded between $180 to $215 in auctions last time I checked. Comment below, let me know, we'll chat about it. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, link is in the description below. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my latest videos are up. I would greatly appreciate your support if you guys can help me get to 15,000 subs. Share and subscribe if you are new. Enjoy the pics at the end of the video. See you on the next review. Peace.